are 22 scales. 22 scales.
My decision to apply to Peace Corps actually was a fulfillment of a younger person's dream. You know, I'm a baby boomer and very much part of the ask not what your country can do for you, but ask what you can do for your country. So we were very service-oriented when I was growing up. In 2007, my husband died, but our children were raised, and I had to ask, what do I want to do next? And that's when I went back to what I've always wanted to do, and that is to work in Peace Corps. Right now I'm working for the National Food and Nutrition Commission, and we are rolling out a campaign called the First 1,000 Most Critical Days, where we concentrate on nutrition for children, starting with conception up to their second birthday, in order to prevent the stunting of children from chronic undernutrition. And so they have asked me to write the nutrition guidelines for them and help them.
You'll find that there are a lot of micronutrients which are deficient in our meals.
Zinc and iron.
Exactly.
The women and my community reacted so favorably to me. My age is definitely a benefit to working in Zambia, or I would even say probably most traditional societies where age is honored and considered equivalent with wisdom. In fact, Peace Corps had asked me to come to meet the new trainees and tell them how did I cope with my diverse situation of being an older American. And I told them I wasn't going to come because I could sum up the way I cope is it was actually a plus to be older.
Peace Corps gave me a new career. I was retired for a full year and decided that I probably needed to do something more active. The program here in Colombia, that had opened up recently, and I said, I'm going to apply for that. Our focus is to get bilingualism entrenched with the kids here in the public schools so that they might get better employment. As an older volunteer, it's been very interesting because, at least at my school, most of the teachers are older. So I don't have that problem that many younger volunteers have of credibility. My living situation here is with the Cabana family, and I have my own room, and I share a bathroom with my host brother. He and I are good friends, and it's worked out very well. I work particularly in a lower socioeconomic area of Santa Marta. Some kids are what they say in Spanish, desplazados. Desplazado means that they've been displaced from wherever they were from by the war. And they bring their own set of problems, as you might imagine, having experienced war. So I consider my job that much more important for the kids here. That if I do my job correctly, 3, 4, 5, 6 years down the line, they're going to be able to take that test and get into the university and have a free education.
My age hasn't limited me from doing the things that other Peace Corps volunteers have done. Now, I just don't choose to do some of the physical things that some of the younger volunteers do, but aside from that, there's been no constraints. In September, we had approximately 2 weeks of very, very cold weather, unexpected for this time of year. We actually had to use the soba. A soba is a type of fireplace oven. The hot air flows into these tubings that are built into the wall, and it does very much do a good job. It certainly kept us warm during the night. The Moldovan people tend to look at older people with more credibility and respect. My primary assignment is to provide consulting services, to provide training to young people and to women who are interested in launching their own small businesses. There have been about 150 people who have actually started their own businesses. I have had a career in human resources for over 30 years and worked primarily in corporate America. And I think that I can educate some people about how to look at human capital in a different way. I feel that their purpose, their mission resonates with me. I really wanted to do this, and it's been something I've been thinking about for a while, so I'm here.
I've done a lot of traveling in my life, and it's always just been traveling through places, and I always knew I wanted to go somewhere and live somewhere. It was on my bucket list, and life got to a point where I needed a career change. So I'm the oldest woman volunteer in my group, and really excited to be here in Kyrgyzstan. One of the reasons I got assigned to this particular village is because they have a puppet theater, which was something, clowning and theater puppetry is something I was interested in before I came. The school is doing presentations and kind of building up the idea of learning English and Russian. And so we're doing this play in English this week. It talks about this bunny who thinks life is terrible, and if he can be something else, it'll be better, and he becomes a bear and then discovers that bears don't really have it any better. They have their own problems.
You want to be a bear? All right. I'll turn you into a bear, but I am not responsible for you after that.
I think anyone at any age can get something out of being part of the Peace Corps. I have a different perspective on the world, and no regrets at all. My biggest challenge has been language learning, but I didn't learn language as well when I was in high school or college, so I don't think I can blame that on age. I think I have a different relationship with my host family and my counterparts. My host mother and I have bonded over doing crafts together. And for me, coming into Peace Corps at my age, I'm actually thrilled to be doing it now and not when I was right out of college. I think one of my roles here is I'm 53 and I'm not married. I never have been. And I'm very happy. And I'm doing things that the kids think is just awesome. For a lot of the girls here, it's expected that they'll graduate and they'll get married. Even if they go to college, they're just going to get married. And I think they have really good role models in this village. My host mother, who's a teacher, my counterpart, are strong women without losing femininity. And I like the idea that I'm here as an older woman who has a very happy life without having gotten married. And I think that's just my being here as a role model.